Welcome to the fifth and final round of this league. We are currently 3-1, looking to make it into an okay 4-1, or rather, somewhat disappointing 3-2. This hand, it's so bad. We're on the play. I think I will gamble and mulligan this. Yeah, this is so much better. I mean, mulliganing with elves is like a super slippery slope, and you get punished so many times when you have to mulligan again because you don't have one of your 14 initial mana sources. But the first hand, it's good against nothing, but it's also like not horrible against. It's not horrible, but it's so bad. You just need acceleration. It's so important. Your opponent mulligan to 6, which makes me feel so much better about my mulligan decision. I hope we can draw Cradle. Because if we do draw Cradle, it's awkward. If you see Cradle on top of the Scry, then we kind of want to go Bayou Deathlight Gem. Then we hope that he uses a fetch land. Because, we can't, because then we fetch away the Cradle. Yeah. I mean, Cradle on top and him using a fetch land is obviously the, best case scenario. Let's see whether that works out. Bird's the bird. I'm so addicted to this song now, I don't even know why. By the way, see this red thing here? See here? Yeah. It's from the gas station outside my house. And forever I thought that this was some visual artifact on my webcam that would be broken lens or something. Anyway, this on top is great. This is actually what I wanted to send it for. But naturally drawing it is of course so much better. Send us a message. Hey, is avatar yeah. Okay. So let's see. I will run this guy out and then hope that he's not one of those Blood Moon decks. Oops. That's what you get for having these hotkeys. Yeah, Everyday Tunnel. I really like doing the podcast. It's just the last episode was the first one I myself ever produced. Usually we had Sam doing that, and it's certainly a ton of work. But I've got a couple different topics lined up. The one turn week was I'm really glad you liked it. Oh, I have to tell it to him. Oh, are you on Elves too? Oh, it looks like Elves. Our hand isn't the worst for Elves, but there's certainly much better ones. So what we are looking to draw here is Cradle and Natural Order and stuff like that. Probably Cradle. I think I'd rather draw Cradle than Natural Order here. With Cradle, there's a very small chance that this is a turn 3 kill. With Natural Order, it's super unlikely. Okay, should I actually do this? Oh, give me a second. I could also get Heritage to it, play it with Deathward, play the Krillin Ranger, untap, have 3 mana, and play all the rest, and I think that's actually better, especially considering that it's an Elf's Mirror. Heritage Druid, yes. I'm not sure whether we can beat a turn 3 kill out of him, but at least we can draw a couple of cards, and this way we also have a lethal Natural Order next turn, I think. Depending on how many lands go to the graveyard. Actually, no, I think we have a lethal Natural Order next way anyway. Yeah, let's do it like this. Now Cradle is also an out for Behemoth, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, of course it is. Julian, how long have you been playing this deck? You know, this May, it's gonna be the 5-year anniversary of me playing this deck. I would have never thought I would stick to it for this long. Oh, by the way, this is not Elves. Oh, Stonefudge. That's the card you want to see there. and he gets jitter. Okay. So, should I try to top deck Cradle, or should I think I... Do I have 1, 2, 3? No, I don't have the win if I don't draw... I do have the win when I draw Cradle, but... So, why wouldn't I try to go for it here? And by go for it, I mean just generating more card advantage. This looks to be like Maverick or some kind of Absent deck. Glimpse. In this case, I will just try my luck. Like, I don't even need to kill with this Glimpse, but setting up a board stat that's super hard for him to overcome is, at least in the first game, feels pretty close to a win anyway. Just need the mana. Metal Sentinel, and there you go. I'm even considering getting a second Nettle Sentinel because of all the card draw I'm gonna have. The bottleneck is probably just gonna be mana. Yeah, I don't hate that. At least in the first game. The first game you can play into sweepers more easily because they usually don't have them. Like even this kind of deck, maybe they would have Toxic Luge post sideboard, but it's also not super likely. Probably more something more like... give me... Oh, by the way, what did I do there? I haven't used the Wildwood Symbiote yet. I was about to say, they probably have something like Zealous Persecution postboard. So it's always good to like be aware of what your opponent could have and how that would interact with you. But also be aware of when they have it. Like, do they have it in the first game or in the post-sideboard games? And this deck I don't expect any kind of mass removal out of. Okay, let's Ancestral. Oh, not exactly Ancestral. Oh, whoa. I was told there would be card draw. At least there's Cradle. In this case, I like Pendelhaven and I like passing the turn. I guess I could have attacked with Wildwood Symbiote there. Yeah, that was like a free attack. That was definitely a free attack because they can't block. Let's see. We're probably not gonna win this game by beatdowning. And that's not because our beatdown wouldn't be strong enough, but because we have so much card draw that the card draw is probably gonna get there. 3 mana? Locks it? Oh, Senate. Oh, Senate for... yeah. Sure. Somebody played Loxodon Smiter against me in Madrid. He went like these 2 fast lands and Noble Hierarch. These 2 fast lands that come to play untapped. If it's like... they call it Tango lands, like... or is it... I get lost in my stupid stories. Anyway, somebody played like a bunch of modern cards and then Loxodon Smiter, and for a second I was scared that I was sitting at the modern table and not the legacy table. By the way, is he chatting to us? Because I can't really see that. Okay, let's bounce this. And I've played this deck for a very long time and I feel like a top deck Crowd of Behemoth is kinda in order. We might still get it. Let's see. Krater of Behemoth. Where? Okay. In this case, we will certainly go for this. Oh, come on. She can do this. We can do this. No! Okay. I guess this still counts as a pretty good turn. I would just get in there with this. I mean, yeah, he technically could kill Violet Symbiote, like, if he throws everything onto it. And even though that would be super acceptable, because then we get to natural order and send it and get another Violet Symbiote. Yeah, I should have totally attacked the Violet Symbiote there. But yeah. Let's just get him for 6. And I forgot to play a land. Sorry for being so sloppy, but it's... Right now it's a bit hard to imagine that we might lose this first game, but I would be totally down to losing this first game, because it would make for... I don't want to say an awesome story, because like your opponent winning because you screwed up isn't really an interesting story. It would be more like, oh, there's this card, because I don't expect them to have Toxic Loot here, and even if they do, it wouldn't matter. But maybe there's like some card that's totally out there, that's totally crazy, that wrecks you, like Perish. Yeah, so against him, I want to go like this and like this, and he has Gadok, so let's like take out 2 of those. Like the upside of these is like super high, whereas this is like only a medium card, and if it gets blanked, it's terrible. And then I'm just gonna take out 1 more of those and go with this. You could make an argument for maybe Scavenging Oozing. Wouldn't hate it. But then I would have to take out 1 of my speed Elves. And I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm a bit tired. No, seriously, Scavenging Ooze is okay, but we haven't really seen any kind of graveyard interaction out of him, even though Absent sometimes has that kind of stuff, but just because blanks Deathwatch Shaman, that's not good enough for me. And usually Scavenging Ooze is the kind of card you want like in a very scrappy game, where both decks are like, or where at least the opponent is very removal heavy, and eventually like you need 1 more card to stick that actually makes a difference, and in that case like having Scavenging Ooze is so much better than having a random Nettle Sentinel. But of course taking out Nettle Sentinel takes away some of your like velocity speed early on in the game, and I think this is where Elves derives the biggest advantage from, like passing the second turn with a favorable board state puts the opponent into tons of trouble and gives you a lot of time to draw some of your payoff cards. He kept 7, just played land go. Makes me think he maybe has removal, so I'm gonna run out my sweetest. Did I just say sweetest? No, my weakest Elves first. And if he doesn't have removal, we can still play our entire hand next turn. Oh, Stormforge now? No, must be like Natural Gardock maybe? Oh, that feels like a big trade down, I guess. Okay, we will just try to get natural to get Progenitus next turn. Like if he goes for Senate for Gadok, I mean it's very likely that that's what he does, because his first and second turn was super weak, so you would expect his third turn to be really good if he kept 7. But no. Interesting. I'm gonna run these out because I'm a little scared of Zealous Persecution. I mean, I could run out more, but I think I'd rather do it like this. And now if he has Gadok, that's unfortunate, but at least we have some kind of board presence. Yeah, maybe he just had a really bad draw. Maybe he's really needed that 3rd land for Senate. Oh, ooze. That should be... Can we even... Yeah, now we can certainly natural out of order win. That would be 19 usually. Like on a board like this, if you have to tap 2 creatures, it's 4, it's 9, it's 19 exactly. I've been away for so long, but I still remember that. But we could also do it like this. Run these out, tap these. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, and 4. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Sorry for being a bit unorganized, but some parts about playing Elves, it's just like flowing with the mana and doing what feels right when you're ahead, and it feels right to sacrifice this guy.
Finish him!
There's the Krotov. And that should be it. Oh, okay, there we go. Yep. GG's. So we got a sweet 4-1. What did we lose to? I don't even remember. I think that's the best part. Oh, we lost to Lance. Yeah, there's something to be said about the Elves versus Lance matchup. I thought it was actually favored for Elves, but then I looked up my numbers, and not only did the numbers say that my matchup was bad, I also eventually got to realize that I approached it in the wrong way, and I just really had to go for the quick kills. But yeah, 4-1. Okay. What's the point of making all these shortcuts when you don't even use them correctly? I also realized I need more of those winning shortcuts. I had 3 different buttons for losing, but I only got 2 for winning. So what's up with that? Anyway, guys, I hope you really liked this. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. I had tons of fun recording this. So if you like this, just leave me a message on Twitter, leave me a message on YouTube, follow me. Apparently that actually is important, like subscribing. YouTube recently changed their policy to only providing the payouts to people who have more than 1,000 subscribers, which I wasn't even aware of. I just I found it cool that over 1,000 people were subscribed to my channel because they like my content, because that's some positive feedback for you. But then somebody on Reddit posted that I was one of the MTG guys that still had more than 1,000 followers and subscribers. So apparently that's important. So I don't know, keep doing what you're doing. If you have any questions about Elves, let me know on Twitter or here in the comments, like some of you already did, which is kind of cool. I try to answer all of them, and see you again probably next week, because this week, Tuesday night, I'm busy. Wednesday night, we're going to a cinema. Thursday night, I'm coaching, and Friday night, I'm flying to Italy for MKM Rome. So best of luck to me, and see you again next week. Thanks for watching. See ya.